Welcome to the Cordial Podcast, where we delve deep into the realms of thought-provoking discussions, insightful interviews, and captivating stories that entertain and engage. Each episode will be a journey, an exploration of ideas, experiences, and perspectives that will challenge your thinking and spark new insights. Together, we'll uncover the stories behind the headlines and dissect emerging trends. Whether you're a seasoned enthusiast or a curious newcomer, whether you're tuning in during your morning commute, hitting the gym, or winding down after a long day, buckle up and get ready for an engaging ride. The Cordial Podcast is here to accompany you on your quest for knowledge and discovery. So sit back, relax, and let's embark on this adventure together. I'll be your host, Kang'ong'oi, and I'm thrilled to embark on this journey with you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you never miss an episode, and join us on our social media handles at The Cordial Podcast, at xmunga, to share your thoughts, suggestions, and connect with our growing community. Without further ado, let's jump into today's episode. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, my listener. Thank you very much for tuning in to another episode of me talking to myself. And do you know how much I'm disappointed this morning? Because it's a morning, it's on Saturday. Yes, and I was supposed to have scheduled this episode earlier, before on the day it's supposed to be released. But it is me who is waking up at 7. Not even 7. I woke up at 6 a.m. Still wondering how I was going to record this week's episode. I've been so busy during the week trying to find, of course, private space to record while at work. But things got a little bit busy and occupied. Even yesterday was a holiday. Na nilienda kupanda miti. Kupanda miti wapi. Anyway, it is a beautiful morning actually. The sun is out. I hope the sun is out to whoever is listening on this particular Saturday, because it looks like a really, really good day. I have plans for today already to have an interview with someone that I've been wanting to interview for a while. A great supporter, let me just say that, a great supporter of my podcast. So hopefully that goes well. I'm a bit anxious for that interview. Did you hear? This thing has been in plan to be for 2 months already. To meet this person, because it's a person we've never met physically, so this will be the first time. And then the first time we're meeting is us recording an episode. Well, it isn't my first rodeo to record with a person I've never met before, because my first guest on the show, we had not met, but we had talked a bit online and all these things. So I'm coming to you today to actually ask myself, there's a question I've been asking myself for a long while about planning, and I don't know if you've heard of this saying. I don't know if you had it in primary or in secondary or these motivational speakers, where they say if you do not plan to succeed, then you're planning to fail. Kitu kama hiyo. And that thing, to be honest, it makes sense, because either way you're planning. You get, you're planning, but it is either you're planning to be successful or planning to be a failure. Really failure kabisa. Anyway, when you're thinking of planning, and how now the difference comes in that statement is, planning to fail is the easiest way. You do not undergo any pressure, you do not undergo any at stress, all these things. It's just cruising very nicely, no stress, no kula mashida. You should wake up, you should think about this. But when it comes to planning to succeed, you have to do a lot of things, and you can honestly say that planning to succeed is the authentic version of succeeding. I think you've also heard of the saying where success is also failing. Unakwambia ikizungu inanikulanga kichwa juu. Who exactly was making these statements, bana? They all make sense, but you look at the correlation between them and you're like, hey, watu wako na akili huku nje. So yeah, success is hard, man. Success is hard. But there is now this thing called planning, and it has been eating up my head for a long while because, of course, in the last episode I talked about me having a change of life kidogo, and then now I was wondering how I'm going to handle this podcast thing, and we are here now. We're already here, and I thought I had a plan set out kidogo to do the thing, but hey, inanikula kichwa. So yeah, this is the third week, and I'm here thinking, how exactly should I set up my plans for me to have a better output when it comes to podcasting? And one of the things I was, of course, informed on by a good friend of mine was recording all these things in bulk and then scheduling them. But I think my issue has been finding guests on the show. Ni kama niko na mashida. Ni kama I don't have friends. Jamani, it is hard, but we are going to try, man. I'm really looking forward to it because having this guest on the show just builds up my character, and honestly it builds up everything that I want to be successful in, especially in interviewing. I love interviewing, even not even in connection to what I've studied for in university, but I love interviewing people, just getting to know how people think and how people articulate their thoughts. And one of the very beautiful things that I love about me since I started this podcast was how I've changed my talking. There was a time, maybe before I started podcasting, I was too much of a yapper. Nilikuwa na yap tu. Una yap tu kila mahali, but podcasting teaches you, it brings up a change of character. Also adulting does, but I think when you take up skills like this where you have to record episodes, you have to put out episodes, content, and all these things, it makes you be a better articulator of your thoughts. It makes you better at how you handle conversations with people, because as I've said, personally, I am growing in that, and I don't know how you handle your relationship. I don't know how you handle your conversation. I don't know what kind of skills you take up for you to see that kind of self-improvement in you. You get? And it's really a tough job to do. There are things you can take up in life and not know what exactly will come about, but with time, life just sets you up really well in how it develops your character, including, I've said, a huge part of it is adulting, because you have to think a lot. You have to do a lot of things for you to build up your character. And I think I've mentioned a lot of times in my episodes of how I want to be on a journey on becoming a better man. It's hard to just this week I was thinking of how exactly I have been myself, and somebody was mentioning about their podcast. There is a person
Sasa hii shida ya kukuwa podcast na content creator, unatumianga stories za watu kule hata ikuwe content yako, but it's tough to actually take people's stories, but they also build a huge part of me, because this one person was saying they stopped podcasting because they thought at the time they used it as an avenue to just overdo things and over communicate and oversharing. That was what I was looking for. And oversharing of their things in their life. And they sat there thinking, all my episodes that I've been talking to myself, obviously, have been a lot of information there is from oversharing. And now you have to look at yourself and introspect in yourself and look at it and think, okay, so what's the next step forward? What's the planning to avoid this oversharing? And I'm glad to actually notice, or to actually just see that there is something that was being done overly, something that was being done a lot, and just recognizing that, then that tells me that I am ready to move to a next chapter of how I'll handle my content, of how I'll handle how I will handle my oversharing, and all these things then makes you start thinking of where exactly did you get this thing, or how have you been handling your conversations with other people, especially on this oversharing part. Of course, there are people who never share anything. There are people who are so introverts, but they're just people who don't talk about themselves or their lives. And then there are people like Mungai who just gives out every information that he thinks is personally I think it is being truthful, but no, it's not, because to be truthful, I think you also have to have a bit of emotional intelligence to know when to share some things and when not to share some things. And emotional intelligence is something that people really need to build on. I know it is talked about everywhere, but if you actually put it in your own life and lifestyle and how you do your things, then you'll realize everyone has work to do. And Mungai is here already admitting that he has work to do on his emotional intelligence, still oversharing. But yeah, when you think about these things, then I think it's the start of planning. It's the start of planning how successful you want to be. I think I've mentioned it before that to me, success isn't mostly monetary at this point. Of course, it is part of it, but I don't want to look at it from that end from the beginning, because when I reach to that kind of success where it is monetary, then there will be nothing to base my foundation on to have then a good character that will take me forward or keep me in my success. So I want my success to be first, of course, mentally, and then physically. Tuende gym watu waende gym, tuanze kuvaa hizo masuti na t-shirts za white. I don't know, mimi watu mnasemanga mnaendanga Pinterest, mimi ni Instagram. It's like Instagram knows, I don't know, I liked just one video of a fit, how people show what they're wearing, and all of a sudden now my whole timeline is on clothes and shoes, and I'm like, hey man, tutaifika hapa bana mali you do not even have to worry of the outfits that you're wearing. Unatoka tu nje ukiwa tu full on confidence, unadunga marashi yako vizuri. Confidence inakuja times 2. Lakini kuna mtu alisema online hatunaanga outfits, ni manguo tu tunachukua. Manguo tu tunachukua tu. But anyway, as I was saying, all this comes back to planning on how You handle all these things to plan on how you want to be successful, and it starts now. Well, I wish I knew this when I was 20, because in those 5 years until now, I would have done a lot of things better. I would have taken some opportunities and worked on them better. I would have done a lot of things. So all this is from a point of what if, but we are at a point where we are letting go of the what if and taking in the planning that is required for us not to continue with the what if narrative every single time, or when it's 5 years later, because we have decided to be successful. So, and then also success is a really, really big thing, and it's not easily found. Well, the good success, the authentic success, is not easily found. You cannot really attribute it to some things. You cannot say you want to be successful and you're not working on it. You're just sitting there not thinking of what should be your next move, or how do I make my next move better, because there are things that actually repeat themselves in life. I have actually noted that there are patterns in life that come about every single time. You can call it trials, you can call it tests that God gives you. For me, I'll say God, but most of the people will say the universe gives you. There are patterns that come about, and you notice that I have seen this before, but you end up making the same decision that will take you back to you obviously regretting. So success to me starts from there, recognizing those patterns, recognizing those tests that come into your life that are always there coming back, and you being successful over them first. Then you will be better at recognizing them in the future and making better decisions and just avoiding regrets at all. Najua naongea ni kama nafaa kuwa psychologist. Wadau, ni kama nitakuwa psychologist. Ukisikia kuna scholarship yoyote ya psychology ya masters, tafadhali send them to me, send them to my DM, tafadhali. No, I think I've been thinking a lot. I think I should have done psychology, sindio? Ama nurse. Ningekuwa nurse, sindio? Nidunga watu masindano, but no, I don't think I can handle nursing. Well, can I? It's a job. A story is a job, but anyway, yeah. So that is it. That is planning for me. So yes, I'm still struggling with that planning life. Still trying to put up the foundations that are needed to create a better, a better way of living life, a better way of recognizing these patterns, a better way of handling conversations, of handling situations, of Mungai stopping to overshare, and Mungai obviously becoming very successful in his podcast. Lazima tuko successful kwa kitu. Na nisipokuwa successful, mkuje munipige properly. But anyway, thank you very much for listening into another episode of Mungai over explaining Salale. Jamani, but anyway, I hope you have a splendid day. I hope you have a really blessed week, and of course a successful week ahead. So see you until the next episode. Hopefully there will be a guest on the show and we'll be happy. Please listen. And also don't forget, if you have any topic, I know it is going to repeat again in the next few seconds, but if you have any topic that you feel Mungai needs to tackle, you can obviously DM me, and also you can also just write those comments under every post. You can send them. I will look at them obviously nitaangalia. I'm very serious about this, but anyway, see you when you see me. Utaniona kweli.
If you've enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe to the Cordial Podcast on your favorite podcast platform, and don't forget to leave us a review. Your feedback helps us improve and ensures that we continue to deliver content that resonates with you. If you have a question, or a topic you'd like us to explore in future episodes, reach out to us on our social media handles, and we'd really, really love to hear from you. As always, stay curious, stay informed, and stay inspired. Until next time, this is Mungai Kang'ong'oi signing off. Take care, and I'll catch you on the next episode of the Cordial Podcast.